At Luella High School, one part of our vision is to provide a rigorous personalized learning experience for students through a flexible blended learning environment. So there were a few initial steps that we knew that we needed to take to implement this process at Luella High School. So we started with our Blackboard learning management system. And then we also had our teachers create unit plans with competencies. And we have started our collaboration with using our rotation model in our ninth grade coordinate algebra class. To provide the flexible blended learning environment and encourage collaboration among students in the same content and with teachers, our Blackboard courses were set up with teachers of common subjects sharing one Blackboard space. We provided professional development during the summer and through the months of August and September on creating content that would provide this self-pacing and collaboration. I provided resources and best practices on doing this. This has allowed teachers to share students and move students from one place to another based on the students' needs and assessments. The teachers and student feedback were used to drive the professional development, and continued coaching and monitoring occurs with individual teachers on an ongoing basis. I created a Blackboard training course for teachers so that they could refer to this as a resource. And this is an example of our coordinate algebra class that has the units loaded, and under each unit you have the individual standards and assessments and reviews and other additional material for students so that they can work at their own pace. Our personalized learning design includes students moving through direct instruction, online blended learning with tutoring, and project-based learning. Students move through these different instructional models at their own pace and as needed. So to implement this rotation, teachers focused on formative assessments to place the students initially. Afterwards, students are able to move between the instructional models as needed. To provide those student-centered learning experiences, we started working with developing unit plans. We did extensive professional development on creating unit plans during the summer, and we have continued that during the months of August and September. We have created the unit plans to include the competencies. We had Mary Hastings come to our school and provide professional development on the competencies and how to include those into our unit plan. Through observations in classrooms, discussions with teachers, and collecting and analyzing work samples, we are able to plan professional development and give feedback on providing students voice and choice in showing mastery. We have started to see teachers using choice boards, student presentations on chosen topics, student reflections, and creative ways to show mastery in math rather than worksheets. By visiting classrooms and taking work samples, we've been able to assess the how students are giving voice and choice in deciding how to show mastery of their learning. And we meet individually with the teachers and discuss that process with them. These are a few examples of students being allowed different ways to show their work. Some use choice boards. We definitely have students doing presentations and choosing topics. We have student reflections and different ways in math rather than worksheets for them to be able to create projects that are unique to them. At the end of the semester, we held coaching sessions on creating rubrics around the language of the competencies that included that depth of knowledge. We will continue this practice so that we can add that rigor and relevance to the student work that we need. Through our professional development at Luella High School and changing the teachers' mindsets to personalized learning, we have seen more student voice and choice in how students show their work and in using our blended learning environment. And we have seen more teachers using projects and collaboration in groups for students to be able to show their mastery. By the professional development that we have provided at Luella High School, we have seen teachers giving students more voice and choice in their assignments. We have seen students able to self-pace through our blended learning environment, and we have seen more teachers using projects for students to be able to show mastery of their work rather than using worksheets. So those are some of our promising practices that we have accomplished so far.